Whichever like it will cut like that.
Nakuja nani acha tupande huko ama okay.
Other integrated cloud helps us to prevent loss of particles of the sun. So the integrated cloud, when the water is going back,
Sandblasting is just concreting, but it's not a normal way of concrete. We just put formwork.
That is uniting.
Filter cloth. It's a special filter cloth to cover it so that even when the water comes, it's not water. So the next day you pick it from there.
This is Vasco Dagama pillar, as you can see it, and Vasco Dagama pillar, we are, as you know, over the years, the place where it is placed has become eroded as a result of the rising sea levels because of the climate change. This is one of the effects of the climate change in the world today that is affecting all parts of the world. And for here in Malindi, one of the effects of that climate change, the rising because of the erosion of icebergs in both the Arctic and Antarctica, the sea levels have been rising, and as a result, all those properties and areas around the ocean have been suffering. So one of those effects is the erosion of the base of Vasco da Gama pillar. And I must say that Kenya government has also been very supportive of heritage. Again, through Sports, Arts and Development Fund, we have been able to receive funding to restore and rehabilitate and also stabilize the Fort Jesus pillar, which is Vasco Dagama pillar, which is very important as a landmark in Malindi. In fact, you cannot talk about Malindi town without Vasco Dagama pillar, and that's why we were able to get money from the Sports Development Fund. We are also very happy, and I'm a very pleased person as a Director General of National Museums of Kenya, that we have local contractor who has been Gateway, who has been able to stabilize this pillar, and so far he has done 25% of the work, and we hope in the next few weeks the works of rehabilitating and stabilizing Vasco Dagama pillar will be complete. This is the kind of thing ideally what we would go looking for foreigners to do this kind of specialized marine work, but the work going here, and you can see much of it, it is very good, it's very excellent, and shows that we as a nation, we have a capacity that can do all sorts of specialized work. And we're also very, very happy again that Jubilee government, one of its major achievements is protection and stabilization and rehabilitation of the heritage of this country. This is not the only project we are doing. We're also doing a project in Kapenguria, where the Kapenguria 6 were jailed. We're also doing work at Maralal, the Kenyatta House Maralal. We're also doing work in Lodwar. All this supported by government through taxes that have been raised among Kenyans. But there are also other needs in other parts of the country. The work is enormous because for a very long time there was very, very little funding that was available to the National Museums of Kenya to take care of this heritage. And really, the Sports, Arts and Social Development Fund has become as a real savior in terms of looking at our heritage. And we hope in the next few years, our heritage should be able to shine and also be able to attract many people. So,
up to now, we have moved quite fast. We have managed. We are around 25% of the progress. The contract period for this work is 1 year, 365 days, and within a period of 1 month, we have been able to do quite a substantial amount of work. The scope of the work is actually the construction of a block wall here. And the first operation we do is excavation. We do excavation in rock. Then after that we do shattering, and then we cast the strip foundation. After that we construct a kicker, because this is an inclined wall, so you cannot just construct it directly. We have to construct a kicker so as to receive the block wall at an angle. Then we do the block wall. This is a special wall. The blocks are made of concrete and they are interlocking. So we don't use any cement mortar in joining them. Okay. Each block has 2 cores. So after placing the concrete blocks, then we concrete and make sure that it is very strong. During this season, the sea is very stormy. Okay, and sometimes we have had one or two blocks dislodged. Behind the inclined wall, we are going to backfill using soft materials, pitch sand actually to use. But just immediately behind the stone wall, there is a layer of stone pitching, 1 foot, that is 300 millimeters of stone pitching. Then after that, there's a geotextile membrane. You see that white material, that's a geotextile, which allows filtration of that water, allows the water which gets into the backfill during high tide to escape. The wall is also provided with whip holes every 2.5 meters, so that the water can drain it, so that we avoid any hydrostatic pressure on the wall.